new character.
And we're into the game. Let's see how my summoner blockers look. Yeah, I'm a little off. And, oh, I forgot I muted sounds. So actually I muted music.
Oh my
That's
god.
unfortunate. So no Smash Brothers music, guys. I'm sorry.
Is there any way you could unmute it or no?
Not from here, unfortunately.
Okay.
I muted the sound because I was doing Team Builder today, and the music was annoying me.
Oh, okay. You're
The Smash Bros. Music doesn't work on there. And
I didn't realize it's actually in your client. I thought you just opened
Yeah,
it.
no, it's in the client.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anyway, I had to pick bans. Yasuo and Tristana are pretty much banned every single lobby. I think Tristana was picked last night in the third game, and I wasn't present for the first two, but usually doesn't make it out of pick ban phase.
No, she was pretty well banned. Lee Sin being banned here.
Ever since his nerf, he hasn't been as popular, but he's still Lee Sin. Always a really, really solid jungler. And so, blue team doesn't want to deal with it. Maybe someone on the purple team mains it.
I haven't seen anyone really pull out Lee Sin that much, but we'll have to see. Always can make plays with that Lee Sin.
Yeah, he's always a very good champion. Maokai.
It's top lane tank getting banned out here.
Yeah, pretty easy to play champion. Really hard to mess up. Has huge impact on the game and has a great lane. So, blue team or purple team wants none of that.
Why try one more ban?
So there's a really interesting ban that hasn't been done yet. And we'll see if it
Yes.
goes through, if the purple team picks up on it.
I'm not
Yep.
sure if anyone in this lobby knows, and on purple team knows.
Because we know the blue pick already, if it goes through.
Oh, we know the blue pick. We know what the insta lock will be.
Actually a weird ban because of why Try might pick. Blitzcrank being banned out, it's odd.
Oh, he could take that in the mid lane though.
This is true.
Why try does
Still,
like take
Blitzcrank in general isn't that scary. And there it
Oh,
goes.
there's the Morgana ban.
Why Try was getting really excited right there and then sees it gone. That stinks. He was one ban away, but he does not get to play it.
Maybe we'll, through that ban, be able to see another Zaylor the Emperor top E. We'll have to see.
SMG Phoenix, the trial season's over, so we're doing scouting lobbies again, and there's going to be another redraft for the actual season 1. So you don't have a captain as of now. You just have to sign up on the new sign-up form that I think is below the Twitch channel.
Below the Twitch page, like on the Twitch page, you can sign up there. Why try? Gonna go with the Thresh. Similar to Morgana.
Yeah, hovering at Thresh is really good.
Morgana and Thresh have the similar mechanics with the Q. Big impact spell.
Yeah.
That if you hit it, it can result in a kill in lane. So
They're both champions with a lot of damage, a lot of utility. Like, just all around great supports. Why Try also plays Morgana mid, as Faust was saying. That does a lot of damage. It has actually a really good lane. Really hard to gank, but we won't get to see it this game. Why Try will be on Thresh support.
likely, unless then someone else wants to
Oh,
take
yeah.
that from him.
Yeah, I'm just assuming because he picked it. And so, purple team going with the Lucian.
Lucian and Fizz are the hovers.
Talk about Lucian a lot. That champ just dominates every lane, you know? Like, he has no bad lane matchups, and that's why he's picked so often, especially in, like, that first or second pick. A lot of people really like Lucian.
After Tristana, I'd say Lucian is probably the second best solo Q80 carry. And he's not really banned often.
I would say they're pretty even, because even Tristana needs to get to late game more so than Lucian. Lucian's really good at all points in the game. Like, super solid. Like, he's better than Tristana early and mid, just not late, because of range and attack speed.
Yep.
Lucian's great. And then Fizz.
It's hard to catch that Lucian and Fizz. We've seen a lot more Fizz lately.
Yeah, he's a really, like, he has, one really challenging aspect to him, and that's using his art properly. But aside that, Fizz is a really easy champion to pick up. He's one of those with a low floor, high ceiling. Like, the best Fizz, you see the best Fizz, it's like, wow, I can't beat this guy. And okay, Fizz, you could beat them, but, it's really hard. The champion doesn't have many mechanics that he can mess up. So, Fizz is definitely a really solid champion in these lobbies.
We got a Gangplank hover. We saw a Gangplank at the end of the trial season.
Yeah, Oddleaf put on a whooping.
And now we're having over a Poppy, a Talon, Rengar. Well, let's see what they lock in. Will we see a Poppy? No. Switches over to Renekton.
Man, that makes me sad.
And back to Talon for Dustin.
Talon's actually one of those champions. I think I saw on Reddit today people are complaining about his silence getting removed. I haven't seen the patch where he got his silence removed, but
It's on the PB right now. Instead of a silence, he's getting a 99% slow for 0.1 seconds.
oh.
So,
Okay. That's weird. Yeah, I guess a lot of people are really aggravated with Talon because he's a champion that when he gets ahead, he's impossible. Like he has no counterplay once he's ahead. The only counterplay is like 3v1 him in mid with a pink ward. So you have to invest so many resources to shut down just one champion when he's ahead. That's just, that costs his team games because then other laners are getting farmed, other objectives are being taken. I mean, you just have to invest so much to kill a fed Talon, and that's why I guess people think he's too strong.
We'll be interested to see what Dustin can do with that Talon, assuming he keeps on to it. And Zale the Emperor, no surprise here, having over the Master Yi. But actually, we should probably talk about the picks from Purple Team. We have a Gnar, and it's not Manslayer. So likely Slim gonna take that likely to the top lane, show what he's got with that champion.
Yeah, Gnar's really good. He fills that role of a tank perfectly, honestly. Like he can build full tank items and have one of the highest base damages in the game in combination with all his skills. He has Hyper, which is a ton of damage every 3 auto attacks, and then in his tank form, his big Gnar form, he has the ultimate, which could do 1.5 times damage. He has a big Q that slows. He has a stun, and he has a gap closer. He has everything a tank needs, And so Gnar's really good in this comp because they really were looking for a tank after they picked Fizz.
And Gragas, likely the support here. Maybe jungle, we'll have to see.
That's interesting.
I think Kylap played some support Gragas. I don't think he plays jungle Gragas. Yeah, and the Kazakhs have it right now. Safe to say that one's got probably taken that into the jungle.
Yeah, just really quickly, Zayla the Emperor is a big Master Yi player, and that's why he picked Master Yi. And then Cat in a Diaper, I don't know if he's a Caitlyn player, but we've seen Caitlyn a lot in these lobbies because she tends to deal with early aggression like Lucian really well because she has a good early game. The big thing is Caitlyn needs to come out ahead in lane or she's going to get dumpstered by Lucian in the one-on-one.
And those are the lock-ins for this pick and ban phase. We got an interesting team comp from Blue Team. Once we show the summoners, you'll see what we mean. Unless there's a trade that's not happening.
Yeah, if there's a trade that's not happening, I'm extremely interested in this game.
Devin Senpai pulled out some interesting things last night. I don't know if you caught any of it, but
He was a LeBlanc player.
I can't remember exactly. I literally right now for the life of me cannot remember what he pulled out, but it was some interesting stuff.
Pretty sure he played LeBlanc.
He played Smite, Clairvoyance, Nunu. That was the thing. So he's pulling out the jungle Renekton now.
Yeah, definitely an interesting player to say the least.
He's not definitely willing to bring out the unconventional. He was hovering over Poppy for a bit.
I mean, as cool as he wants to be unique, I just hope that it doesn't hurt his team composition too much and that he has some mastery on jungle Renekton. Otherwise, I think it's actually going to hurt them a lot.
Very much could. Jungle Renekton not known for his clear speed. His ganks are okay. I mean, he's got the gap closer to the stun, but he's going to come in with no fury, so it's not going to be the longer stun. Unless he's ulting preemptively. And that means he's not ganking till 6, and that doesn't seem like you want to be doing on Renekton. So we'll be interested to see what he could do. There's a lot of damage coming from his solo laners. A lot of CC coming from bottom lane.
And Chad Devin says, don't bring up the LeBlanc.
Yeah, there was a point where he'd like to take back a couple some W's that he missed going over from blue side blue over to Baron. That wall, I think that's where it was. He missed the wall twice.
I mean, one time he got away completely, and then he W'd back and just insta died. It was pretty funny. I laughed pretty hard. Um, but aside from that, let's not talk about last night. Let's talk about
Yeah,
the now.
let's talk about it now.
Kha'Zix, I actually really like Kha'Zix as a jungler. He's my favorite jungler to play now. It used to be Lee Sin, and then I don't know. I guess I just played him way too much, and now I just love Kha'Zix. He used to be my main in season like 2 or 3 or whatever in mid lane when like he was really good, and now just jungle. He's a ton of fun. He has a ton of viable paths, and I'm really interested to see where Lone Scott's going to go with it. He could go with a max W evolve W. You can go with the max Q evolve W. You can go with max W evolve E. You can go with max Q evolve E. I mean, there's just so many different paths, and it's really interesting to see what take he's going to go on with it.
I think the most common one would be Max W Evolve E first. That tends to be the more now conventional path for
Yeah,
Kha'Zix. But
yeah. A
there,
lot of people, a
there
lot
are,
of people do like that. There's
but
just so many options. Like, yeah.
I think after that would be the Max W Evolve W, and then varying degrees of everything else.
Yeah, I think evolving Q is just becoming more of a thing now because people want objective control,
Hmm.
and Q is very good at that. And there's a path that I like doing with just maxing Q, then W, then E, but you evolve your E, then your Q. Because the isolation damage on Dragon is just, there's nothing else. Like, it's like Nunu Smite, kind of, like Nunu's Q.
Yep.
You just do insane damage. And so that's definitely interesting if he decides to go a different way. I have a feeling he's going to go with the W, just the standard, but it would be cool to see a Lone Scout twist.
Hmm. And we're gonna have a nice load time, as Chad said. The Why I Try load time is upon us. We love you, Why I Try, but man, it hurts sometimes. Nah, I'm kidding, man. We all love you.
Anyway, we talked about the picks. What do you think? Which team is coming out of Big Man phase?
I would give the edge to purple team, just because I'm very skeptical of the jungler Renekton. Devin Senpai did a good performance on the new, though the clairvoyance is interesting. It really wasn't as effective as it was as effective and practical as it was cheesy. We'll see what he could do with the Renekton though, but I think it could really hold this team back where this Kha'Zix can really get going early. If this Kha'Zix can get going early, it could really set blue team back pretty far.
Yeah, I'm really interested to see. I think the one huge way that Blue could win this game is if Devin Senpai is able to snowball Talon. If Talon gets ahead of Fizz and then shuts Fizz down and then gets some good roams off on bottom lane, then gets Cat in a diaper going, or even go top lane and get Zayla rolling. Um, that could mean big things for the blue team. They're going to be a really hard team to stop if they're ahead. Because Talon's, there's not really like a counter to Talon. Like I said, he doesn't have counterplay. And Master Yi, he's just, right click. So how do you stop right click with, one or two higher CC? So,
It'll be interesting to see what Devin Senpai can do. I think that is going to be the key factor for blue team, is what Devin Senpai on this Renekton can do.
yeah. And I also want to put on the flip side, Purple Team has a lot of champions that are really good right now. Lucian and Fizz, Gnar is also really good. And Kha'Zix, I think, is a top-tier jungler. So you have 4 top-tier picks. Maybe Gnar might not be. And then Gragas, he's a coin flip. He could either be godlike or just not do anything. He's going to go in and just die. So it'll be interesting to see how Kyle AF pulls off the Gragas.
For me, I see Kha'Zix in pretty much every single one of my solo queue games now. He's either banned or picked, it feels, so definitely the flavor. I feel the flavor of the month jungler coming out of solo queue.
Definitely in solo queue, he's extremely good, and he's shown really good playing in LCS level play too. So Kha'Zix coming back into play. Probably going to get some nerfs soon. Riot seems to hate the champion.
I mean, every single time they nerf him, there's a new build path that makes him good.
Yep. And that's what I love about the champion too. He's always been viable. Like, he's literally always been good, that champion, and it's insane. How do you nerf a champion in so many ways and change his play style so many different times, and he still shows up every single time?
I mean, as Kha'Zix would say, change is good.
Yeah. Yeah, I really like the direction. I like a lot of the changes with Kha'Zix. I think the best version was when his Q was at its peak and his W wasn't so strong.
Mm-hmm.
I think Assassin Kha'Zix had some counterplay to it, even though it was annoying getting one shot by isolation.
Yep.
But it was cool. Like, that's what Kha'Zix should have been, an Assassin. And then they gave him the super tank stats, which was absolutely hilarious. And when he got his ultimate,
Yeah. The
uh,
Evolve R meta.
yeah, and he was just unkillable. He could cast his R every half second or second or something like that, and it gave him 50% damage reduction. Like what? How do you kill this thing? The bug doesn't die. It's like a roach.
Yep.
Even nukes can't kill him.
Kha'Zix. I will say this: he's aged better than the Rengar nerfs have done. Like Rengar and Kha'Zix came out similar times, and they both been. Rengar's also had the similar history, whereas
Yeah,
his build went from super tank to all in assassin, back to super tank, now back to kind of assassin-y bruiser.
yeah,
And now with his recent nerfs result, he's pretty much gone, unfortunately, as far as solo queue goes.
yeah. He's really hard to pull off now. If you do get ahead on him, still he's pretty good, but yeah, he's a lot harder to pull off successfully. So,
But
yeah, so Kazak's going to be a big factor in this game. See if he can get his team rolling, and the same thing for Devin Senpai. It's going to have to see if he gets his team going.
junglers definitely usually the tipping point in solo queue.
Yeah, especially in these games too.
So
What's
much
the-
action happening.
We're into the game, but just going on it. What's his name? The Gangplank they got really fed the other day. I can't remember his name now.
Oddleaf.
Oddly Fry there. He got rolled by his jungler in his mid lane. That's how he started it. And then he just rolled over Lissandra because of the lead that his jungler and the group of three did. And so jungler is huge impact role. Jungler and mid probably the two biggest impact roles. So those are definitely the spots to
Having
watch.
a pretty weird spectator issue. Oh,
Yeah.
there we go. There we go.
No.
It was saying 27 minutes for some odd reason.
So you're a minute behind the actual time you could be at, right? You're at 8 seconds, 9 seconds, 10 seconds?
Yeah. I'm
Okay.
a minute behind.
Well, I could jump a minute ahead, but I feel like it might bug, so I'm just going to leave it be.
Yeah, I'm at 17 right now.
Yeah, we're at the same time.
There's spots. There we go.
Had someone in the wrong spot.
Welcome to Summoner's Rift.
So double flash starting for each mid laner. It's pretty common. The only variation usually is Talon sometimes will go with the longsword if he thinks he could all in earlier, but decides that knowing Flask and Fizz is kind of synonymous, he wants to go with it as well. Blue putting down a lot of vision early. Their trinket wards in the blue buff area to scout out any invades, while the red team just sitting in the pit. He gets one ward out that sees, I believe, Thresh, and that's it.
It's kind of a nice spread going on from red team. They got 2 on the top river and 3 in the bottom river. Renekton choosing to start red buff.
Minions have spawned.
Nar getting a little Q action onto Talon there, poking him a little bit just before the laning phase. Not sure if that'll be a factor or not.
Yeah, bottom side starts for both these junglers. Both want their AD carries and their supports to help them leash. It's pretty common. Blue actually putting in a pretty big leash here, as well as red.
Getting really good leeches.
Lucian might actually miss XP here, and this is pretty big for the blue team if they don't miss XP. And I'm not sure they did.
Caitlyn might have been out of range, I'm not sure.
No, Caitlyn's ahead so Caitlyn's ahead 1 CS, so they're gonna hit their level 2 guaranteed ahead of blue as long as they don't let themselves get pushed on too hard. Or ahead of purple. I think it's more important for blue just to not let purple get the level 2 bet or faster. I don't think Caitlyn Thresh are going to be able to tango as hard. I feel like Gragas and Lucian are just going to get away. But, important that you don't die level 2. Red actually gets it first. That's pretty surprising with Lucian missing the creep. Actually, because Gragas didn't miss. Okay. Sorry. And some pretty big trades going on early in the mid lane. Talon coming out far ahead.
Zoss going down onto Lucian. Lucian taking a lot of damage in this bottom lane. A lot of damage being returned as well. So So summoner down onto the blue team. No summoners down for red team. In the bottom lane. Fizz going in with the Q.
With the game.
Oh, Death Sentence lands onto Lucian, but no follow-up from Caitlyn. Exhaust goes down.
Dustin gonna have to flash here.
Kylaf gets a nice stun on to Caitlyn and Thresh. Will Banners be able to follow up? No, he chooses not to. Might have been able to get the kill on that Caitlyn if he had.
Uh-oh, Kyle
really
gonna
low.
drop here.
Oh, goes out of the turret. A little over-aggressive there.
He took a tower shot and then E'd right back in and took another one. That was a huge mistake. He got his Lucian a nice lane, and now Lucian's going to have trouble under the tower. Caitlin's going to be able to zone him off a lot of this XP. And why try and kill him? Might even go for a dive here. Because they know that Banzer has no heal. And Caitlyn still has both of his
out in the mid lane. They're going it on to Talon. Talon jumps away.
Talon has no flash. He's going to drop here for sure. Let's see if he can pull out a kill.
Low. No, Renekton coming in. Flash away from Fizz. Kha'Zix going in on to Renekton. Renekton going to walk away.
Yeah, and so that's a repeat gig by Lone Scout. He came the first time, burned his flash, knew the flash was down, came in, got a kill. Great job by Lone Scout to just know the Talon Summoner is down. Let's get that kill. And Renekton was a couple seconds late on the counter gank and ends up burning his flash for nothing.
Bands are able to survive in this bottom lane alone. Going to be able to get this farm.
Yeah, Bands are really low though and has no heal. Caitlyn still has heal. This could be kind of a bait on Kyle AF. Let's see if he falls for it.
Kylaf has the extra health though. Wonder if that'll be a factor. Not sure. He's behind in experience. Wow. Top lane Gnar dealing lots of damage to Mastery. Mastery already at a quarter health.
Yeah, the Hyper Boomerang combo really, really strong.
Really hard for Mastery really to get an edge in this lane.
Slim's about to transform too. He's gonna try to get this last auto off. I don't know if he's gonna get it. He does not.
Does not. Get a transfer into Mega Gnar. Probably clear out that wave. I'm just gonna slowly push it. Fizz re-entering this lane. Going straight in on the minion wave, trying to clear it out.
But Talon not really able to return anything for Fizz's cooldown.
Kha'Zix coming in. Will he be able to pull anything off?
Knows Talon's flash is still down. Talon playing pretty far back. Relatively far back.
Sailor taking a free hyper while meditating in front of
Nexon's coming in top though.
Devin Senpai coming. Trying to get the... Oh, the jump away from from Gnar won't be enough. Slowing Devin Senpai. Turning this possibly. Damage going down in the mid lane. Talon takes the kill onto Fizz. Slim flashing away with the Gnar. Will he be able to get out alive? God. He's so low. Able to survive.
Nice play there. Had to burn his flash, but also burn Zaylor's flash, so Kha'Zix can come for a free gank top as well.
While we were watching top, Talon is getting a kill with the level 6 before Fizz. Able to execute him with his ultimate.
That's a pretty big deal. Talon was behind a whole Doran's item, so.
Now Fizz picking up double Doran's ring after the flash start. Talon goes back with that kill gold and picks up double longsword for his troubles. We dishing out some really good damage in this early game.
Caitlyn just CS another tower here, taking a little bit of harass, but she's fine.
Banzer still hasn't gone back yet. He's been able to sustain back up with that Doran's blade. And his heal
actually
almost back up, and it's back up. So Lucian able to really manage his lane and stay in it.
Yeah, he must be running a lot of lifesteal coins because he's healed a lot. With combination with the relic shield and the Doran's blade, it's kept him topped off. That's pretty insane. Because he was really
he's
low.
got 3% lifesteal.
Uh-oh, Fizz coming in here with the roam. Bottom lane has both their summoner, Caitlyn has both their summoners. Wytry has no flash. Caitlyn getting...
Going in, Banzer, Matrix Burden taking up the kill. Sorry guys, kind of little under the weather and losing myself here sometimes.
A nice run by Fizz though, picks up the kill with the dot and the ignite. Talon looking for his own roam.
And then they're gonna go for the dragon. No, they're not gonna go for the dragon. Oh, now they are.
And blue team knows it. They got the lantern.
Talon getting knocked up from the Gragas. The culling goes off onto two of them.
Lone Scout is just not tanky enough. They gotta back off this dragon.
And not even take it with the contest for the blue team.
Talon now has flash, does not go for anything, and also doesn't kill the pink ward that he saw her before. Decides to just go back to lane, try to put some damage on Martin. Or Matrix.
Matrix going low. He's gonna get taken out by the ultimate.
And maybe Matrix didn't know the ult was up there, but a nice kill by Dustin getting far ahead, and this could be a problem for the purple team. Talon ahead, really hard to take down. And Lone Scout invested a lot of time in getting Fizz that first kill, so it's rather unfortunate that this happened.
Even though Nar's been able to force Yi back in this top lane, Yi doing well in the CS department. Only actually got a 1 CS lead currently.
Yeah, this top lane's very even. Mastery has a semi-item advantage, but Nar with a Tabby, it's a very cost-efficient item, so I don't think you could drop to Master Yi.
I think it'd be really hard pressed for Mastery to really get a kill on this Gnar early. Lone Scout picking up the red buff for himself. Hidden level 6, which chooses to level up the W. To evolve the W, getting those spikes.
Another fight mid lane though. Fizz going in on Dustin.
Gets the shark. He has to burns Ignite. Talon burns Ignite on the Fizz.
Talon has ult and flash. He's probably gonna flash. Yep, he got him. Didn't even have to use his ultimate, just flashed W.
Slim in the top lane on the Gnar going down to Devin Senpai's gank. Blue team turning this around.
Oh, Lone Scout with a big flop. Could have jumped and got Talon, but missed the jump. And so Talon's gonna get away, home free. Well, nope.
Yeah, not gonna really get him to him.
A really nicely played by Dustin. He went in between the two middle towers, was going to the right side, saw Khaled, switched to the left, and got away. Good job.
Even got a ward down in the enemy jungle while doing all that.
Yep, and picked up the kill.
Actually, I think that was Renekton. Yeah, that was Renekton. Okay, never mind.
Well, moving on. And also, Lone Scout going with the max W, evolve W build. The most common variation, like we were talking about. It provides a lot of utility, and it's a really safe build. You're not really looking for ganks, more so than you're looking for clear and just, you know, helping out, push out lanes, stuff like that. Your ganks aren't as good. Unless you get in a good position, it does have a higher slow than the normal W.
Oh, Talon going in, bursting the Fizz.
It's the first W, though.
Jukes at the Ignite going out, the Shark going out. Matrix Bird trying to turn this, not going to do enough, though. Dustin on this Talon.
Fizz needed to wait another second there for his E. Unfortunately, drops before it comes off cooldown and not able to clean up the kill on Dustin. And Dustin 4-1 at this point.
The aggression getting the better of Matrix Burden on this Fizz.
This tends to happen a lot of the time where you get really aggressive. Oh, Kazak's coming in for the kill bottom and doesn't find anything. Yeah, this happens a lot where you're behind in lane, you just really want to make plays to get yourself back in, and you just dig a deeper hole. And that's what's happening with Fizz in the mid lane.
Talon is a champion where you give him an inch, he'll take a mile.
Yeah.
As you said earlier. So, not giving him that inch is not where you want to be if you're Fizz.
No, not at all. And behind Fizz is not very useful in the end game.
Looks like he's going to be going for that DFG rush on the Fizz, though. Picking up the Phoenix Codex.
Devin coming in with the gank in the top lane. Flashing and getting the stun on Slim. Going for the dive. Slim could drop here. Zaylar chasing. Slim's not going to transform in time. Or will he?
Oh, the Q. Last Q from Zaylar the Emperor will take him down. Lone Scout going in onto Dustin. Dustin taking him really low. The bleed's ticking. Will take him down.
Dustin's getting real low too.
Not enough to take down Dustin.
Dustin, good job there. Almost killing the jungler and does a lot of damage to Matrix.
Make sure he's not dishing out the damage he needs to deal to really kill this talent.
Devin coming in for the gank on this Fizz. Fizz does have pull and a lot of mana, so Dustin might want to be a bit careful here.
He did see Renekton come down on a ward that was placed in the top river. So he placed the ward, spotted out Renekton. Renekton's going to go steal out the Wraiths of their team. 2,000 gold lead for blue team here. 13 minutes in.
Yeah, and I think all of it's actually on Talon versus Fizz. Talon has, 1,000 gold lead, so 1,000's there, and then the rest of the 1,000 is split between the 4 champions. Master G has a 500 gold lead in the top lane, and a 200 gold lead for Lucian in the bottom lane. So, actually, a pretty massive 600 gold lead for Thresh over Gragas. Pretty surprising.
Interesting. That's probably the kill gold that the first blood gold. That.
But Gragas looking to get this gold back here. Lone Scout going for the dragon. Devin is in position to try to stop this. Kyle might want to tank here. Lone Scout really low. That dragon's really low.
Devin Senpai comes and
steals.
Steals it. Dustin going in, dealing all his damage. He's a Talon. The rake goes off. The fish coming through. The fish going in. Dustin going low. Dustin
Adrian's
goes
looking
down.
for the double kill here.
Fizz,
Maybe.
can he turn it? No, he's not going to be able to. He goes down to the Renekton. Zayli Emperor teleporting in into this top lane. He uses the ult, going in onto Slim. Slim knocks him into the turret. Gonna stun him up. He's gonna try to just walk away. He will.
Wow, so that was absolutely huge for the blue team. They pick up 4 kills and a dragon right there for 1. That's insane. It's a huge, huge lead for the blue team right away. Blue team. Ugh.
Yeah, blue team up. 5,000 gold now. Or
3,000
gold. 3,000.
We're
Now
3
4,000.
and a half. Now 4. Yeah. So pretty big gold lead, 15 minutes in. Not the biggest we've seen, so the game's not completely out of reach yet. And this is mostly due to the great CS done by Nara and Lucian keeping up with the game clock somewhat. Slim looking for a kill on Zayler here.
Zayler going very low.
Ooh.
Auto attacks. The boomerang does not connect. Will he get another one off? The
Does
second one
hit it.
does. The heal not going to be enough. Slim takes down that kill.
Nice job by Slim to pick up the solo kill, but Devin is coming in here. Kha'Zix's here to counter gank this though. Devin, I don't think knows.
There's Meganar is going to be here.
Talon's
Devin's
coming from the Wolves though. This could be really
It's gonna
bad
be
for
really
the
bad.
Red.
The rake goes through. Look, goes really low and he gets bursted down by Talon.
Talon doing a ton of damage
Will
right
Nar
now.
be able to get out of here? He's running away. He's slowing him down. The rake
Talon
goes
has
through to
red
slow
buff.
him.
I don't think it's a way out.
Caitlyn ult comes through and a double kill for Talon.
Is gonna try to get a kill back. Gets the double buffs off Renekton. Dustin with a
With a flash.
flash.
Jumps to a minion.
Ooh, a nice dodge with the slow.
Nature's Burden able to get away though. Dustin gonna let him go.
And Matrix got a nice little jump there to just dodge the slow. Had he gotten hit, that could have meant trouble for him.
Red team frantically pinging the bottom lane. They really want that bottom turret. With so many people committing to top. But red team kind of sheepishly backing off. Not sure why. I mean, Master G was coming down, but they no real reason to back off. They have the Gragas ulti for disengage. Interesting choice.
Red looking for the rotate, maybe to pick up a tower mid.
Looks like Banners is going to try to push on this mid lane.
And Fizz gonna get a catch on a Caitlyn here. This should be a kill.
Yep, Kaylin going to get caught and killed.
So Purple getting back little advantages here and there. Still a 4,000 gold lead though.
Gragas
Watch.
getting hooked. Will anything come from it? No.
The pink ward that was in that bush right next to Gragas and Thresh has been there the entire game. Well, since the first dragon fight, so. The first dragon ward, it wasn't even taken, so it's been a long time.
Kylaf going into Devin Senpai, knocks him up, gonna get some damage on him. But Kylaf takes half his health bar as a response. Talon dealing lots of damage.
Yeah, this Talon's incredibly hard to deal with right now.
The Ravus Hydra, City Boots, and the Brutalizer finished. Makes your burden going in. Oh, Slim comes in, but the transformation is ended. The Q slow, Devin Senpai, he's been spotted out. The ult lands onto Thresh, not who they wanted it on. Devin Senpai with the Renekton ult trying to get something down. Lone Cell getting Caitlyn ult, he goes low. Now Dustin, that singles Dustin going in with the
Dustin gets CFG'd.
Oh, the Devin Senpai will take out the Fizz. Now going in. Gets exhausted. Kylaf trying to run for his life. Caitlyn will take him down.
Another 2 for 0 there for the blue team. Likely going to pick up this mid tower as well. Caitlyn is full HP and Dustin's healing up. Ooh, an ult wave clear there by Slim. I haven't seen that before. just trying to preserve this tower as long as he can, I guess.
There goes down though. 6k gold lead over to blue team.
Yep. And Slim coming in this bottom lane, taking the safe route, does not want Zayla to jump on him.
But still willing to get aggressive in his face, trying to get the damage off on him. Done set by clearing out the wraiths.
And it's pretty quiet now. Red team has some nice pink control right now, but blue team has a lot of wards in the bottom side of the jungle, or bottom side or to their jungle, and
Nature's Burning getting absolutely chunked down to a third health.
And Dustin didn't even use his ult there.
From one spell rotation from Dustin on this Talon, is absolutely fed. Zayla the Emperor ulting. Uses the Blade of the Ruin King, trying to get on the Gnar. Gnar taking lots of damage, going very low. Another Q goes in. He's under the turret. He's going to meditate. No, little over aggressive there. Zayla the Emperor going to go down.
Yeah, but blue taking more vision control in this bottom side of this jungle. They got to find the red team's wards, but they do find one of them. There's only one left, and then red's all out of wards.
There's no real vision from the red team right now.
They have one ward in their Wraith Bush, and that's it.
Fizz going in onto Talon. Talon going really low. 3 members have to take it down, but they all go so low. Kylaf goes low. He's going to go down to Caitlyn. And Fizz and Kha'Zix running for their lives, licking their wounds. Back to base. Blue team can take a turret off of this, off the pick from red team.
Yeah, 1 for 1, but they have to use the 3 people to kill him. It's a lot of resources for one Talon.
And Talon was still able to do lots of AoE damage to those 3 members, forcing them back to base. Actually, Matrix Burden staying around. Not sure if he probably should go back to base and heal up.
Maybe just needs a little bit of gold to finish off his items. Probably what he's looking for.
Possibly, we could check on that. He's got 800 gold in the bank, so maybe he's gonna go back pick up something. We'll see what he picks up. Sells a Doran's ring, picks up a couple cloth armors, likely going into Zanya's.
Yeah, definitely needs that.
Oh, Slim face checking the Dragonary goes really low, but luckily somehow gets out of there. Devin Senpai and why I tried not to be able to chain the CC enough.
And that's all because of how tanky he is. It was 3 champions that deal primarily physical damage.
Goes down to Talon. Talon takes out Lucian and an insta burst. Lone Scout going in, but getting forced out. Devin Senpai really low, probably needs to back out of this fight.
Yeah, I'm sure Talon's AoE was enough to clean up what was left of Gnar's HP, and then use the rest of his burst. Oh wait, he's gonna drop here though.
Matrix Burden getting the kill onto Talon.
Talon's gonna get the kill on Fizz though.
Devin Senpai takes him down.
And Kylak's the only remaining member of the blue team up, or the purple team up.
Mid turret goes down for blue team, and now Zayla the Emperor going in really hard with this mastery. Try not have to run away from the base. Will he get out? The Thresh Lantern says yes.
And just press F2. You see all the vision that the red team has is literally 0. All their wards are going up the map. All their minions are pushed in. And if you look at blue team's vision, they have vision of pretty much every spot on the map. You know, they have vision, a little bit of vision at the top of the jungle. They have vision in the lane, in the middle lane. They have vision in their bottom jungle, and they have vision around Dragon. All they have to do is get some vision around Baron, and they can probably just take that out and end the game.
Very good.
They also grow their 10,000 gold, or almost 11,000.
Good ward control from this blue team. Really using their trinkets to the maximum. Lone Scout hover around this Baron. Maybe looking to start it. Or maybe not. Let's see. Yes, he's going in onto this. We'll see what they can do. Blue team has no vision of this. But they have
they have vision of everywhere but that on the map.
And their wards expired in the red team's topside jungle. not too long ago, so they did not see them walk over. This is a very sneaky Baron call by Lone Scout.
Yeah, and they should get it. Thresh actually coming to check, though.
He's coming with 3 members of blue team in the bottom lane going after Banzer. And why?
Thresh has no idea.
Thresh has no idea. Doesn't even get it. And the Baron goes over to red team. That's a desperate call that you have to make when you're behind 10,000 gold and able to pull it off.
Yeah, that pays off. That brings their team fighting power up a whole lot. Because each of them around 4,000 gold collectively in stats.
Slim teleporting into this bottom lane. Not sure if he regrets the decision.
Dustin has no.
Dustin's going very low. He's gonna go down. The Baron buff helping him regen, stay healthy in that bottom lane.
And Renekton and Thresh are pretty far out of position. Caitlyn's gonna have a run-in with Kha'Zix in the mid lane.
Kha'Zix slowing down the Renekton.
Kha'Zix taking a lot of damage.
But Slim gets hit by.
Slim needs to transform. He does get it off. Gragas with a nice little ult there to separate him, but that'll be that.
Blue team back pings. They want out of there. Want to regroup. They don't have their very fed solo laner in Talon.
Yeah, Red made some big plays here though. They got the kill on Talon and they got the Baron buff. Blue picked up a tower in return, but that's it. Definitely a trade in the advantage of red team or purple team. Regardless.
Gnar getting a little laugh on. Waiting for some items. Picks up a Thorn Mail. As well as a Ruby Crystal. Lucian looking to pick up the Yomu's Ghostblade next. Help supplement his critical strike chance. As well as give him some good armor penetration for his ultimate. Fizz, flash, ult lands onto Dustin. Dustin going really low. The Talon's gonna go down. Talon, not. Oh, Talon, Cat and Diaper getting out of there on the Thresh Lantern. Zayla the Emperor going in onto Slim. Slim misses the sun, knocks him into the wall. Probably gonna take him down. Takes him down. Devin Senpai takes out Kylaf on the Gragas. Lone Scout trying to get away from this fight. Lone Scout will he get it? The stun lands from Devin Senpai. Couple more auto attacks. He'll go down. Kaylin taken down by the Matrix Burden on that Fizz.
And a 2 for 3 in advantage of purple team. Another small trade that slightly pulls him closer to this game. Really nice pick off by Fizz too.
Senpai going in. He's got the red buff ticking. He's going to try to take down this Gnar. He's got the Thresh. Gnar jumps the hook.
Slim is pretty tanky though. This might be a problem.
Banzer trying to go and gets knocked back by
Banzer has the red buff.
But he has the red buff and he's going to take him down.
And another kill for the red team. This game's just getting closer and closer. And it all started with Matrix Burden's beautiful fish onto Talon. Catch him out of stealth. Talon wasn't able to do any damage in that fight and just died really early. And this Baron buff is working wonders for the purple team. And red finally getting some vision control back as well. Mostly in their bottom jungle. Has one ward in the top jungle. But they don't need to worry about Baron. It's not up for a while. And Dragon's up in 1 minute and 36 seconds. So.
Zale the Emperor farming up in this bottom lane. Got a couple items. I think once he gets that third item, he'll start to be a force prerequisite. But he's going to face check this push. There's 2 members of red team in there. They're going to take him down before he can even think about getting out of there.
A great job by Purple. Every little play they make is just bringing them closer and closer.
They were once 11k down, now only 9. They're trying to make their way back into this. If they can pick up some turrets, they can really cut in this lead. Matrix Bird on the Fizz, jumping through the
and he catches Kaylin.
Catches Kaylin, another 300 gold. Goes over to red team.
And my god, they pick up another kill. The kill lead is now only 6. Gold lead, 9,000 gold. These kills aren't worth much on the total scoreboard, but it takes them off the map for the time being, and that's huge for the purple team. They need time.
Buying time to make this 9,000 gold lead, maybe not as much, but why I tried landing a hook onto Kylaf. Kylaf flashes out of there, gonna get it out. We're 28 minutes of the game with an 8,500 gold lead for blue team. You think that the writing would be on the wall for blue team to win this game, but no, red team trying to make their way back into this game, trying to win this game.
Yeah, and it all started with that genius Baron call. Whoever it was, Lone Scout, Fizz, Kha'Zix, Fizz, and I believe Gragas were there? Or Gnar?
If it was Gnar,
Kha'Zix, Fizz. Yep, and they were there and they did it. So whoever called that genius call, it ends up getting them right back in the game. And Blue has all this Baron control or vision control over Baron now, but Baron's not up for another 2 minutes. A lot of these wards are going to time out, and so that's going to be pretty big for the red team.
They are going to look to pick up this dragon. No red team contest yet. Thresh is very far away from this fight. Oh, the Fizz Shark misses wide right. Blue team going to get out there with no damage. Oh, why? I try flash in for the hook. And Banzer is going to go down to Talon. Dustin with big burst on that Talon.
Fizz really wants his Talon, but does not have the damage.
Zanya, as he's going really low. He's going to go down to Caitlyn on Cat and Diaper on the Caitlyn. Xayah the Emperor on this Mastery going in, going to take down Kylaf.
And this might have been the throw of the comeback. I mean, they were coming back. They were still down a lot of gold, and it wasn't complete yet. But they just threw away a lot of what they were gaining over these past couple minutes. They're going to lose a tower and an inhib here.
Blue team going to be able to take a... Oh, and Slim getting a little too close to the team. Going to go down. That's going to mean an inhibitor. And
might even mean the game.
And there is Lucia's not up for another 5 seconds. Fizz and Gragas not for another 10. They're going to focus down this inhibitor turret. This Nexus turret going down really low. Oh, and Kha'Zix goes down to Xayah the Emperor.
Xayah's going to drop here to Lucian. Oh, Lucian just stops.
This just stops. They're focusing the Nexus. The Nexus going really low. Caitlyn joking around. Is he going to be able to get it? Yes! The end of the game for blue team.
They're really unfortunate. They're nice hook by Y. Try to catch out Lucian, and then from there it was just cheesecake. It was easy for them. They got the tiny little pigs, got the tower, and then finished the Nexus, and that was that. So well played by the blue team. They were in charge most of the game. Red had a couple minutes there where they were taking charge, but ultimately in the end, blue came out ahead. And in the comp, I think it was less favored, too. Devin Senpai did some work, and Dustin, I think, was the MVP of that game, though. Completely dismantling the mid lane in the one-on-one matchup, but then even causing Kha'Zix to, take a lot of damage in that mid lane, so big plays by him.